Hi there, this is John Hampton with Ride on Television. Normally we put the last video out on Saturday afternoon, but we've had, we got some weather that's going to be coming through here tonight and tomorrow. So I went ahead and shot this video early so we could go ahead and get it posted for the week. I'm going to start doing it every once in a while, every couple of weeks or so. Is doing a book or a couple books that I recommend. I've read them myself. I don't recommend books I hadn't read yet, so definitely can tell you that I want to make sure that I give you information about books I've actually read. Right now I've been reading this book right here. Let's see if I can move back up long enough you can see the cover here. It's Who Do You Say That I Am? It's written by Samuel Pierce. Samuel Pierce, for full disclosure, I have to say Samuel Pierce is currently my pastor up at Shiloh, Methodist Church, so I do have to say that in the interest of full disclosure. But this book talks about who Jesus really is, and I've really learned a lot. I'll give you a couple of passages here. I'll read you a little blurb on the back cover. Here's from Page Publishing, by the way. Who do you say that I am is the absolute most important question in your life. Who Jesus is to you shapes everything from the way you conduct yourself in public to how you treat other people and how genuine of a person you are. Do you fear what is after this life? Are you sure but not sure about what you believe? Who you say Jesus is the linchpin to all the fears and uncertainties that we all face in our lives. Is Jesus your Lord and Savior? Is Jesus a myth, just a name in a story? I'm here to tell you that is not the case. Jesus can and will remove all fear and uncertainty from your life if you believe. How you answer the question, who do you say that I am, set you up to see glory or see misery and torment. This book is an attempt to get to the heart of the matter, who Jesus is, and not get bogged down by all manner of theology. That just so often muddles water. Who Jesus is to you decides your eternal destiny, and nobody can answer that question but you. So, I've got a few quotes I was going to read to you here. From page 47. Trust me, it takes a sheer force of will to turn the other cheek. I dare say, without God's help, it could be impossible to do every time. Jesus' teachings are solid on this topic. In reality, most people are not your enemy, although they play the part from time to time. They may take up an enemy's role and play it out very well. However, in the event where you have a true hateful enemy against you, according to Jesus, you are to love them and pray for them. Are people going to do things to hurt you? Yes. Are they going to do things with zero regard for your place and well-being? Yes. How you respond to these trespasses is where your heart dwells. It takes great strength to turn the other cheek. The strength that only comes from Jesus being in your heart. Punching someone in the face, even if you are justified, is easy. Lashing out in a carnal way takes no strength at all. So that was about turning the other cheek. So let's go on to page 54, another passage I marked I was going to give you here. As Jesus was praying at Gethsemane, a lot was happening behind the scenes. The main thing was, Judas Iscariot was in the process of betraying Jesus to the religious leaders. There is a noteworthy revelation I found while studying this kind of peculiar action by Judas. So up until Gethsemane, nobody has seemingly been able to lay a hand on Jesus, from a mob trying to throw him over a cliff, Luke 4:28-30, to them trying to stone him, John 8:59, to Jesus turning over the tables in the temple, Mark 11:15-19, and so on. Until Gethsemane, Jesus has almost cloaked, it seems, to his enemies. I believe that he was protected from all harm by God by staying in God's will at all times. That is why I think makes the prayer at Gethsemane so much more important. When Jesus' sweat was like great drops of blood. It was because Jesus, with free will, accepted the will of God and took on our sin to himself, which severed the link Jesus had to God. As Jesus finished his prayer in the garden and returned to his disciples, Judas arrives with Roman soldiers to arrest Jesus. And for the first time, They were successful in doing so. So that was another one of the passages I had marked that I was going to share with you. I'll give you one more passage, and this is all I will give you. You have to read the book for yourself to read the rest of it. But trust me, this is just representative of how great the content is. You have been warned. You now, this is by page 77, by the way. You have been warned. You now cannot say you didn't know. The choice is yours. Like I said earlier, choosing not to believe in Jesus doesn't make it not the truth. This is going to happen whether you believe it or not. So, very good book. Talks about what Jesus really is, what he went through when he was on earth for us and everything. So, if you can get your hands on a copy, I would definitely recommend Who Do You Say That I Am by Samuel Pierce. If you cannot find it in your local bookstore, drop a comment on here and let me know, and I will share you how you can get it online. In fact, I'll throw a link to the online store that sells it so you can get a copy online if you can't find it in your local store. But try first of all get it at your local area, and definitely can tell you it's going to be worth your read. It reads easy. It's not very thick. It's only about 110 pages. Not very scholarly. It's not written in very scholarly language. In other words, it's written for the layperson to read. You know, someone like me or you that doesn't have all that theological training, you know, like a pastor would have. It's written in a way that we can still understand it. You can tell my copy's already got a little dog ear from me reading it so much. But definitely can recommend this one. I will be back probably another week or two with some more great books to read. Definitely want to let you know I'm glad to share these book recommendations with you. So until next time, this is John Hampton. Have a good day and God bless.